Hi. So I've been seeing a lot of people talking about the Windows 11 leaks. I actually showed off this stuff in a recent Discord live stream on the Brewers Podcast Discord. I've noticed something that a lot of others online have not. Since most of the people that are online, by the way, if you can hear my 3D printer in the background, I'm really sorry. A lot of people online have said that you can use offline accounts. I, however, have not experienced this. My first install was of Windows 10 Home, and now, in fact, I'm going to go through it again just to show off what I found. Now, I'm going to quickly change the settings in this so that it has a significant amount of like RAM and stuff. So let's just quickly do that. Now, we're going to run this, and this is going to be the install. I'm going to go through the entire install. Now, obviously, I cannot say where I got the install file from. That would implicate me and everything, but it's a thing. So we're going to ignore the US and all that and just go straight in because that's not the point I want to show. Because one thing that a lot of people enjoy or want in Windows is an offline account. Now I'm going to choose Home. Now, as far as I can tell, if you only use Home, which is what the majority of people are going to be using, not everyone's going to be using Pro. A lot of people are going to get pre-made laptops and probably pre-installed desktops with Home on it. It doesn't seem to allow offline accounts. In fact, as far as I can tell, it only has it on Pro. Now, I preface this: it may be that it just hasn't been enabled on Home yet. We don't know yet. Obviously, this is a developer kit, so we don't know. But as far as I can tell, there is only a offline mode for Pro. I'm not a fan of Windows 11 as it is. I'm a little bit annoyed at the idea, like the certain things that they chose to do with Windows 11. The Macifying, as I'm going to call it. But it's I don't see the point of all of these changes. It seems really like the overhaul is just completely unneeded. Windows 10 was fine. I mean, it was buggy, but bug fixes can be done. It was, as far as in terms of compatibility and everything, Windows 10 was fine. It was usable and everything. Windows 11, from what I can see, is just Windows 10 again, but worse. It's going to take certain people, especially older generations who have been working on Windows for many years, are going to really not like this because as someone who repairs computers and that for people, I interact with the older generation quite a lot, and a lot of them are very stubborn in the way they are. And this isn't a generalization; it's just trying. Well, it is a generalization, but like the ones I've experienced at least, do not wish to deal with changes. And if you're telling them they now need to sort out an entirely new operation, I mean, like, it is Windows, but it is basically a whole new operating system. And if anyone's tried to move to Linux before, it's gonna take a lot of like hassle. And we're just getting in. It's not gonna take very long. So yeah, we're gonna wait. Come on, VMware. I actually did also install this on VirtualBox, which is the one I originally did it on. But VirtualBox had some really laggy and bad times with the install itself. So people online suggested using VMware, which is what I'm using now. This is VMware 16, just to be as like, transparent as possible. Come on. And if anyone wants to know the specs of the PC that I'm using, it is a 3700X and a 2080 Super, and 32 gigs of RAM. I was going to say 38 gigs. What I meant was 32 gigs of RAM, 8 of which given to the virtual machine. Come on. This is also the new logo for the Windows. I don't see the point. Like, why are we like simplifying it even further? It's like, look, I don't get it. I just don't see the point. Come on. Come on. You can do it. And there it is. Now, it doesn't matter where we are. United States, doesn't matter. Don't care. I'm not in the US, but it isn't something that I need to know. Like, it isn't something that matters right now. Checking for updates. You're a dev kit. Come on. Come on. Here we go. Sign in options. And you see, home does not have an offline feature. It does not have it. Whereas, if we close this and we open up VMware again, and we run the Pro version, which is the one that all of these people are showing off in these videos and everything. Everyone just decides to get Pro because probably they have Pro keys so they can do a bunch more stuff with it. Now, I've already installed Pro on here just to save time. Nothing has changed. The entire systems themselves, the configurations are exactly the same. The only difference is that this is the Pro version and not the home version. Now, I'm hoping this installs properly and this isn't trying to go into the install again. If it does, then we'll go through the entire install just to be as transparent as possible. Just so you know, the reason why I'm doing a desktop capture and not a window capture is for some reason VMware does not want to do a window capture on my setup of OBS. I don't know why. It works on it works on everything else. Does not want to work on here. So just putting that out there. And I couldn't be asked to do the cropping, all that. I just couldn't be bothered. So you're dealing with this for a second. Just a moment. Come on. I was in the middle of the install before. Am I? Sorry, I'm not talking too much. It's very hot in this room, and I've just had my COVID jab, so I feel both hot from that, and the room is at like 26 degrees. It's hot, and I'm sweaty, and it's bad. And There we go. There we go. Remind me later. I don't care about the VMware tools. I literally installed you guys just for this. Go further. United States. Again, nothing's changed. This is just the Pro version. In fact, in a second I'll prove that they are using exactly the same ISO. There is no difference in the development file. In fact, you can't. I will say you can't download anymore. All of the Google Drive uploads are now exceeded, and the mega upload, which I got this for, again, I'm not going to give the link out, but even if I did, it's already been taken down. So, yeah. There we go. So this is one of the differences. Anyone who's used Pro of Windows has known this before. Gonna go for personal use because work or school would indicate a network, and there's the offline account. So as I said, the only way to get an offline account, at least from this development kit, now again, might just be because it's early, is because well, you can only get on Pro. You just like you can't get it on Home. Now, most people are going to have a home version of Windows. So I don't see the point. I'm just gonna test. Don't take my password, guys. Just like oh there. There we go. But yeah, Windows 11 itself is kind of terrible. You've seen videos on it. I don't need to show off that, but I wanted to show off the fact that offline accounts are only in Pro at the moment. I say at the moment because we don't know if they're going out. But outlets seem to not be showing that, and I don't know why. I don't know why people are installing Pro when the likelihood is more people are going to be on Home, since that is what's going to be installed on most computers. I don't know why these outlets are going for Pro. It doesn't make I mean, the only thing I can think of is that Pro has access to all settings and they want to check them all. But by not checking Home and not showing the differences, you kind of give a false idea of what's going to come out. So that's basically it. I know this has been a kind of a long-winded video just for one thing, but I wanted to put it out there because I feel like not saying this, and when people finally get their computers and that, they're gonna get quite pissed off because I know a lot of people don't want to have a Microsoft account. They want to have an offline account. This is also bad for people who have bad internet connections, like people in rural parts of America, third world countries and stuff, and even second world countries. Like, if you've got bad internet, like I mean, I guess even like people in Australia and that just with bad internet are not going to want to have to do an online setup. So, just for you guys, people like that, um, at least for now, I don't know when Windows 11 is going to come out, but if this is like soon, this isn't very good. See you guys.